the weaver, and the moon.
Long ago, in a quiet Igbo village nestled between rolling hills and the lush greens of the forest, there lived a young woman named Adaugo. She was a weaver unlike any other. Her hands moved with a rhythm that seemed to mimic the heartbeat of the land, and her loom sang melodies that made the elders nod in approval. Adaugo wove fabrics so fine they shimmered in the sunlight, and her creations were said to carry blessings from the gods. The village believed her skill was a gift from Chaku, the supreme deity, for her unwavering kindness and humility. One night, during a full moon, Adaugo sat under an udala tree, her loom beside her. She often wove under the moonlight, drawing inspiration from the stillness of the night. But this night was different. As her fingers worked the loom, she noticed something strange. The threads began to glow faintly, as if imbued with the light of the moon itself. Curious, she touched the fabric, and it felt cool, like the evening breeze. When she held it up, it shimmered like liquid silver. The villagers were in awe when they saw it the next morning. They called it Aqua Onwa, the cloth of the moon. News of Adaugo's creation spread far and wide, and soon people from distant lands came, eager to buy the mystical fabric. But as her fame grew, so did her nightly visits under the moon. Each time she wove under its light, the cloth became more beautiful, and her renown grew. One night, as Adaugo sat by her loom, the air around her grew cold. A voice, soft yet commanding, drifted down from the moon above. "Adaugo, my child," the voice said, "you have taken my light and woven it into beauty. But beware, for the moon is not to be owned. Its light is a gift to all, not the treasure of one." Adaugo was startled but unafraid. "I mean no harm, O Mother Moon. I only wish to bring joy to my people." The moon was silent for a moment before replying, "If you continue, the balance will break. The moonlight is not endless. Use it wisely, or face the consequences." Adaugo bowed her head in understanding, but the law of the glowing threads was too strong. Weeks turned into months, and Adaugo continued to weave under the moonlight. Her fame reached the ears of kings and merchants, who offered her riches in exchange for her fabric. Yet, the more she wove, the paler the moon grew, its glow dimming with each passing night. One evening, the moon did not rise. Darkness enveloped the village, and the people were gripped with fear. The elders gathered and called on Adaugo, demanding answers. She confessed her defiance to the moon's warning, and the village was overcome with anger and despair. "Restore the moon's light, Adaugo," the chief elder commanded, "or we shall all live in eternal darkness." Heartbroken, Adaugo returned to her loom under the starlit sky. She pleaded with the moon, tears streaming down her face. "O Mother Moon, forgive my greed. What must I do to bring back your light?" The moon's voice, now weary and distant, replied, "You must weave your own essence into the threads. Only then will the balance be restored." Adaugo understood the gravity of the task. She began weaving, and with each stroke of the loom, she felt her energy wane. The fabric shimmered brighter than ever, but it came at a cost. By dawn, Adaugo was no more. Her body dissolved into the first rays of sunlight, and the moon returned to its full glory. The villagers found the final piece of cloth on her loom, a masterpiece that glowed like the moon at its zenith. They hung it in the village square, and it became a symbol of humility and sacrifice. To this day, the Igbo people tell the story of Adaugo, the weaver who gave her all to restore the light. When the moon shines its brightest, they say it is Adaugo, watching over them, weaving light into their dreams. And so, our tale lives on, a reminder that even the most beautiful gifts must be treated with reverence and care.